Welcome to the Round of Great Britain here at the Rockingham Raceway here in Corby in the United Kingdom. Very interesting track here. It's very reminiscent of the old Walt Disney World circuit, just supersized. It's a four-corner kind of pentagon shape racetrack. It's going to be a very, not pentagon, but just a quadrilateral track. And it's going to be very interesting because this track is ravaged by the rainy seasons here in Britain, and they have a lot of the heavy grip that this track has built up has been washed away, so this track doesn't have a whole lot of grip on it. So it should be interesting as the racing here has been rather competitive. A couple of other things on the agenda. Blue Flare Motorsports could not afford to come out here for the European Tour. They may make a run at Euro Speedway, who knows. However, they've been replaced by Eurosport, who has been moderately quick with Eric Silverfox, and then in the 17 car, and then the 6 car is going to be a rotating car between a bunch of European drivers as the season goes on. We also have a 42 car entry list with promoters options. Gregory Stacy is in one car in the field. He's been pretty pretty blah all weekend, and Neville Scott III, I apologize. He's been pretty hopeless all weekend. Couple of major teams. This race will also be interesting because a couple of major teams, European teams, Red Bull, Porsche, Oricom, Mercedes United, have gotten car boosts and are on a Mach 2 car. So as this race goes on, we'll have to keep out for their performance, as we expect them to be rather quick. Anyway, without further ado, let's go to the race.
It's an all Red Bull front row here at Rockingham Speedway here in the UK. Green flag is out. Vincent Allen leads. DJ Curtis. That team got a car upgrade. There's the Porsche cars. They got a car upgrade, followed by the DNC, or by the Durban Sport and Discover Ohio. Looks like Nathan McCain is struggling with a loose car there. And here they come around this track. It's a 1.4 mile kind of oblong oval kind of track here. So we're right now looking to make sure that everybody handles this track in an appropriate manner. We're expecting this race to be quite of a tame one, we believe. We've seen it in the other two ovals. Well, not Homestead, but in the other oval this season at ARCSOA, which was the 4th race of the season. Towards the back, we've got Neville Scott III. A lot of promoters options in this race. Neville Scott III is, oh, there's a wreck in front of him. That's Pad Carnes, Cavagnaro. That's going to be a light wreck for both of them. They will both continue on, but a lot of promoters options in this car. Neville Scott III has been way off the pace. Bought an old ARCSOA Elite Series car from Season 6, and of course, for promoters options, they relaxed the turbocharged engine and gearbox thing. He does have a 6-speed tranny in it, but that car shouldn't really be on the track. Yeah, Padcar just made a move out of pretty much nowhere and really wasn't paying attention, and around they both went. Nice maneuver there by, I think that's Zeb Stark and Zachary Fitzwater. All three of the Menervinis are on the grid. Menervini's looking actually quite fast, or was looking actually quite decently quick this weekend. Sean Galligan would lead on the restart, the Louisiana winner. Chris Washer in second. On the inside, I think that's Tyler Thaber. He had a slow pit stop and is a lap down. The Red Bulls have been the fastest cars all weekend. There's Jake Baskinger, Tristan Willoyd in his first part-time Cup ride. A little bit further back, we're looking at a couple other cars. Tamara DeLise, good improvement by Oricom to get up the order. Jessica Shelton, one of her worst runs in the Durban Sport car. She's stuck in 12th. Shaw, the Mercedes car's got a lot of speed. Sam Curtis in his first promoters part-time Cup ride. And right there's the Eurosport car of Eric Silverfox. Eurosport is actually a team that's going to do the entire European tour. They are actually taking the grid spots of Blue Flare and are racing for the part-time Cup. So Eurosport's going to be the only is going to be the only major team. There's Miles in the back. Only full-time team that does not, that is Andrew Miles. Only non-full-time two-car team fighting for the part-time championship. Here's the final promoter's option car. That's Greg Stacey, British UK driver, Gregory Stacey. That is the a team run by a rich British man. Lord Nelson, I think, runs that team. And, oh, big crash in front, and it looks like Vernier and Shelley are around. Obviously, and it looks like Ryusu got a wreck there, too. Tough break for James Shelley and, Nicholas Vernier. McLaren's in their home race, and, James Shelley was looking pretty quick this weekend. Yeah, Nicholas Vernier got on the brakes a little bit sooner there, and Ryusu just slides up, and oh, Ryusu went over! And, well, it looks like Shelley got away, a little bit of damage there. Man, Alex Allen nearly got clobbered there by, Ryusu. On board with James Shelley, and this is just gonna happen right in front of him. Not a whole lot he could do there, and then as he's trying to hold it, he slides right into Ryusu there. Hardly any damage, though, on Shelley. I think he'll be able to continue onwards without it. Actually, Ryusu might as well after flipping the car. Problems for championship contender James Silverfox. He would fall out of the race with an engine blowing up. Those BMWs, they're known for their reliability, but they sure haven't been reliable lately. A lot of mechanical issues for the BMW cars. So, tough break for James Silverfox. It's a Discover Ohio 1-2 as Charlie Fabrosis leads over Nathan McCain. On the inside, you have Thaber and now Michael Almermuller in the 036 part-time championship car. He went a lap down after a bad pit stop as well. Right now, it looks like Fabrosis has a pretty big lead over everybody else. As it looks like DJ Curtis is trying to get the inside to work. However, it looks like Almermuller's car is sick, to be honest with you. But looks like this race is going to continue on Ryusu. Ryusu's still running after rolling the car. That's a pretty impressive sight to see. And pretty much nobody out of the race as of yet. Very impressive start to this race, and shows the resilience of these ARCSOA Elite Series cars. Charles Sanford's done a good job getting up to third place on the outside of turn 1 that one time by. And it looks like Tyler Thaber's car is struggling back there as well. And Cooper Siron back in 8th position was sliding around all over the place in front of Galligan and Baskinger. Baskinger's going to try and make a very aggressive run on the outside line and get the position away. This track doesn't have a whole lot of grip, and it's about this track's whole strategy is you got to get grip on this track because this track certainly doesn't have it. Oh, there's some close racing there between Andrew Cross and Almermuller. Almermuller was not being a very good back marker, and Cross was kind of getting crossed up behind him. Oh, looks like one of the Pure Michigans nearly caught the wall back there. That I think is Kyle Schock Jr. Yes, it is. No, I think we got another yellow out. I think I just caught it. Yes, we do. And I saw a car on pit road. So the battle between Jessica Shelton and Chris Washer is not going to go well, and they're both going to fly into the wall. Shelton's actually going to go for a roll. Yeah, Washer just didn't have a whole lot of grip there, and drove right into, or lost it and drove right into Shelton. Shelton would be alright, but I believe she'd be the first car out of the race. Big stack up, however, entering pit road, and this isn't going to end well as Nicholas Vernier would hit the end of the pit wall. You can kind of see it from there. And everyone would get stacked up behind him, and that's going to be a big issue for everybody else. So tough break for Vernier. Jake Baskinger is going to lead the field back to the green. Andrew Cross is in 2nd position, and 3rd place is Marian Charrot. You want to know what this track reminds me of? It's a big, remember the old Walt Disney World Speedway that they raced on? It's pretty much a big version of that track. It's very hard to, just kind of like Walt Disney World, except bigger. James Shelley blew up. Tough break for, well, Shelley hasn't had a very good home race. But kind of like that track, both tracks didn't have hardly any grip. Kind of a challenging track to get grips, but problems for James Shelley. His home race hasn't gone very well. A lot of people were hoping that this would be his first victory because Galligan did it. And there's Eric Silverfox in the Eurosport car. Good run by the Eurosport Brigade. Eric Silverfox should be in the car the whole race, but Andrew Miles will not be. They're believing that Christian Christian Vanderpesch, a Dutch karting champion. Another 15-year-old driver will be in that car for Amsterdam next week at the Amsterdam International Airport, which will be an interesting race to see. As we're looking further up the order. Oh, there's some contact. Faber's going around. Oh, boy, this is going to be a nastier thing if he comes up the track. And he doesn't. He saves it, but I think... Did they get away without any caution? I believe so. They did get away. No caution. Oh, but it looks like... Whoa! Looks like Fitzwater had to do a nice slide job there. We're going to go on board Thaber next. On board with Tyler Thaber. This race is going to get sideways quick. He tries his best to hold on to it, but not a whole lot he could do. He caught right where that road course entrance is. He did do a nice job saving it before he slid up the track. That's impressive. However, a couple laps later, virtually the same thing with Aro Ryusu and Ali Cavagnaro. Ryusu's going to lose control, except this is going to be a lot worse. Ryusu tumbles massively down into the turn 2 area. Ryusu would take a nasty inside driver's hit there. And this is a very scary tumble. Ryusu would get out with some assistance by the medical staff. However, we're unsure of Aro Ryusu's conditions at this time. We do hope he will be all right. DJ Curtis is going to lead the field off the final corner to take the restart. It's been kind of a crash fest, believe it or not. We really didn't expect this. This track, we actually thought it was going to be a really calm race because of the grip factors, but kind of hasn't gone the way a lot of people have wanted. And it looks like, oh, there it goes. Curtis slid up there, and it looks like Sanford's all over the back of Almermuller, but he had to back off. And now Galleon's onto the scene. Look at Tamer DeLeese up into 4th position. This is amazing racing by the Oricom Brigade. Oricom is very controversially announced that for the American 700, they are going to enter 10 cars, including their 2 full-time entries and their part-time entry of Trek Tauger, of course. Whoa! Oh, boy, he nearly lost it! Right there, it nearly wiped Almermuller out. That was close. This kind of pack racing isn't going to bode well, especially with how this track's grip is. A lot of rain here in Britain, and, well, this track is very hard to hold grip, I guess, because of that. And it looks like, they're trying their best, obviously. They're definitely trying their best to make sure these cars are gripped to the track as well as possible, but it's going to be a very difficult thing for them, as there's Neville Scott, the 3rd toward the back. He's fallen back from 24th to 32nd just on the restart. Eric Silverfox has fallen back quite a lot as well. So we're just seeing what these guys are able to do in this race. There is Andrew Miles up in 17th. Good run by Miles there. Hopefully we can get a little bit of a green flag run going here. DJ Curtis has opened up a rather large lead over Sean Galligan in 2nd position. 3rd place is Tamer DeLeese. 4th place is Vincent Allen, and that's not going to end well. Whoa! They saved that right in front of Angel. No yellow. They continue onwards. Vincent Allen with an amazing save there. Kind of his fault, but he saved it. See, this track just isn't very fun to race. A lot of drivers have been having a lot of issues with this track. A lot of drivers weren't exactly too fond of it. Sean Angel got up to 3rd position. He's trying to break himself away from this pack. Actually, he might be up into 4th. Wait a minute. Yeah, 3rd. Gotta see who was in 3rd. I don't know, but Sean Angel and Vincent Allen, for that matter, they're trying to break away from the pack. They are definitely the next 2 fastest cars on track outside of the 2 up front, being Galligan and Curtis. And looks like we're seeing what some of these drivers are able to handle around this track. Jacob Hartwood scraped the wall from 7th position. He would luckily not hit anything else. Good run by the FBR cars. They're doing pretty well up in the top 10, both of them are, so didn't really expect them to be having their best team result so far coming out of Great Britain, but would have expected it at more of a track like, I don't know, Road Atlanta or something. something deep in the heart of America, but good to see them doing something here in this British oval. Jake Baskinger all season's been the leading Porsche, however not in this race. That goes to Sean Angel, who's been better. Oh, the 18's around! 18 and somebody else. Cross slides up the track into the 18. Oh boy! Casey Lester again flies into the catch fence and drives away. Well, that's good to see Casey Lester's alright, but I can't count how many times Casey Lester's flown into the catch fence in his entire career. I think that's got to be like the 30th time he's done that. Yeah, Cross just slid up there and just lost all control of the car, and luckily for him, he would slide out, or no, he would get on the brakes, but Lester was there. On board with Noah Hart, and just all of a sudden, bang, nowhere for him to go, and whoa, Casey Lester got really lucky. That car didn't fly into a million pieces like it's done a couple of other times to him. Zeb Stark was recently lapped right as the caution came out. He was coming down pit road, and you'll see that his race isn't going to go very well as he's trying to get by DJ Curtis and didn't realize it and drove into the pit wall. Blocking everybody else, it spun Curtis around, but it blocked everyone else, so Curtis still got out with a substantial lead, actually. He had a huge advantage. DJ Curtis leads on the restart. Going to be a very interesting start here. Curtis leads. 3 wide, however, further back. I don't know if I'd like this, but especially with Neville Scott the third up there, but who's been driving very aggressively despite being very slow, and nearly wiped out the 05 there. However, we're looking a little bit further back. A lot of cars are having issues driving around this very lack of grip oval. This track doesn't, like we've said all race, it doesn't have a whole lot of grip. Tristan Willoy now is catching the 44 car of Sean Galligan, and the 05 is looking very, very strong on the 44. As for second position, DJ Curtis is once again slung off into the distance in his Red Bull. Those cars got mechanical upgrades. A lot of the cars did. Vincent Allen's racing with Andrew Miles. This has been a very close battle, and there's contact made! Vincent Allen flips like DeLeese did, however, this one's not going to be as great. Oh, boy! Kyle Schuck Jr. slid in there hard. Oh, there goes Lamas and Jacob Hart in this. Fitzwater's involved. Cross is in it. Oh, man! Vincent Allen would just slide up here, and not a whole lot he could do. There's the helicopter cam, or the blimp cam. And fly right up into traffic. There's where Schock gets a piece. Slides down. There's Jacob Hart. Lamas would get a piece. And shame for a lot of these drivers. And I don't know where Cross slid in. The Amarian winner would come onto the scene. He's a long way back. Crash would happen. Yellow's out. And he's just sliding around. And nowhere to really predict where the 8's going to go in that situation. Vincent Allen would once again be helped out by medical officials. We're unsure of his medical condition, however, as he was taken to a local hospital. DJ Curtis would lead on the restart now as here comes Tristan Willoy down the track. Almermueller's trying to get his lap back. Almermueller's run time's competitive with the leaders in this race. Willoyd's going to take the lead. Saarinen got a mechanical problem, but Willoyd slid by Curtis there, who got held up by Almermueller to take the lead. Almermueller's going to be praying for a caution right now as here comes Curtis back looking for position now. Fabros is in there as well and looking pretty strong as Baskinger and Siren are battling with Sanford. A little bit further up, looks like the 7 and the 05 are going to do battle now. With 10 laps to go now, Tristan Wilhoit's leading over DJ Curtis and Jake Baskinger. Baskinger now is the fastest car on track. And the top 3 are pretty much going to be the 3 battling for the win. The Porsche 911s versus the Infinity Q9 of DJ Curtis. This is going to be a rather interesting race coming to the end of this one. However, the yellow would fly for Alex Allen blowing up. And this is going to be a quick dash to the end now, and it actually looks like Nathan McCain got the wall as well. We missed it, but tough break for Nathan McCain. Actually, he got a big pit there. Actually, that was on the pit wall. He was coming into the pits and wrecked. And problems for Matt Duncan as well. He's got a mechanical problem. Tristan Wilhoit's going to lead his teammate and driver, Jake Baskinger and DJ Curtis, around with only a handful, with only about 4 to go on the restart. Here comes Wilhoit. Going to be a wild race, and with the way this race has been, it could end under caution. For all we know, it's been a while since we had a race under caution. But, actually the Homestead race did. But here comes Tristan Wilhoit. Wilhoit hasn't won a race in a long time in this season, in this series, and he'd be the first ever part-time championship driver to ever win. Only 3 laps to go now. Baskinger's looking. Jake Baskinger's looking low. They make contact. Oh boy, they're getting aggressive. Does Baskinger realize that's his owner he's racing against? He sure doesn't show it. Here he comes, down low again, with only about 2 to go, coming off the final corner next corner. Jake Baskinger's getting aggressive. We got a yellow, I believe. No, we don't. Never mind. I thought I saw yellow. Here comes DJ Curtis now with 2 to go, taking second position over. It's going to be DJ Curtis versus Tristan Wilhoit. Here we go, through turn 2, for the second and final time. We're running down to 3. Curtis is going for it. Curtis dives. He's going to take the lead. DJ Curtis to P1. Wilhoit versus Baskinger. Baskinger's going to get the spot. Baskinger's faster than both of them. White flag for DJ Curtis. DJ Curtis off of turn 1 now. Does Baskinger have a run? Baskinger's closing. 2 corners to go. If he's going to make it work, he's got to make it coming onto the last corner. Jake Baskinger's got to make a move now. Final corner. Baskinger's looking. This is going to be like Homestead, but no. DJ Curtis is going to win the round of Great Britain. In a thrilling finish, Baskinger tried all he had. But DJ Curtis is going to win over Tristan Wilhoit, or over Jake Baskinger and Tristan Wilhoit. 4th is going to be Charles Sanford. 5th is going to be Charlie Fabrosis. 6th is Bet Galligan. He fell off kind of there. 7th is Siren. 8th is Silver Fox. 9th is Durbin. And 10th is going to be Louvier. Let's go to your full finishing result.